Hi guys, welcome to The Bite. My name is Jackie. Today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you a really special recipe. This is a recipe that I actually developed for a local magazine called Edible. If you follow me on Instagram, you probably have seen the cover. This is the lovely cover that I am so grateful to. I was so happy to be a part of this collaboration and to be able to contribute something, especially something with Middle Eastern flair, to a local magazine. We're going to be making freekeh, but as a salad and with some shrimp and corn. So this is kind of like a modern take on it with a summer twist because corn is in season and shrimp, this is the season for shrimp as well. And since we're nearing the end of summer, freekeh kind of has like that smoky vibe. I thought this was the perfect kind of transition into fall food. We're also going to be talking about a giveaway. I've partnered with Al Ard. It's a Palestinian brand, and they actually sent me freekeh along with some really good, I'm always talking about good quality olive oil. They sent me the best. And this is going to be, these are both going to be part of the giveaway. I'll explain more towards the end of this video, but for now, let's go over the ingredients. While you're here though, don't forget to like, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell so you're notified of whenever I post some delicious videos like this one. So let's get rolling. So the first part of this recipe is going to be the shrimp. We're going to be cooking the shrimp, and I'll go over the rest of the ingredients for the freekeh salad a little bit once this is cooked. So I have some local shrimp. This is really good quality local shrimp. 1 pound, it's about 25 to 30 per pound. But that I find that the plumper they are, the prettier they look in the salad, and the sweeter they are. They have a really nice taste. So I'm going to cut and juice half of a lemon right into here. So give that a quick toss. And whenever you're marinating seafood with any kind of citrus, if you leave it for too long, the citrus will begin to cook the seafood, and I just want it to give it the flavor. So I'm not gonna really let this marinate for too long, no more than like 30 minutes if you are wanting to do it ahead of time. I have 2 cloves of garlic. I'm gonna grate them in here. You could also just finely chop them, but why not? Lemon is in, garlic is in, and look at how it kind of formed into a paste when I grated it. Again, you could totally chop it. I've done it that way too. And by the way, the original recipe that I made for the magazine, I actually grilled the shrimp and the corn. But this is just an alternative way if you don't have a grill or you don't feel like starting your grill. I've done it this way and it tastes just as good. So I'm just gonna mix this all together, hit it with a little salt and pepper, and let's head to the stove. Okay, I have a non-stick skillet here with olive oil, and on about high heat, I wanna add my shrimp, but I don't wanna add all this liquid. I wanna kind of just lay them down one by one as best as I can. I'm gonna cook the shrimp until they're fully opaque, and once you see the rim kind of starting to get fully cooked, that's when you wanna flip them. Because you want to make sure that they're not overcooking, otherwise they will be a little tough. Okay, shrimp is done cooking. There was a little bit of that sauce left, so I just added it here because, you know, it's flavor. At the end of the day, I want it. I want it in my food. So I am really just going to add this straight into the freekeh. Now this is cooked already. It cooks just like rice, and there are 2 different kinds. There are the cracked freekeh, which is the most common, the common one that we use, and then there's also the whole freekeh. I typically just use the crushed freekeh, but this is the one that Al Ard sent me, and you can see what it looks like when it's not cooked. So it's just green wheat that has been kind of cracked and heated over a fire, and it's just got this nutty, smoky flavor, similar. It's a good alternative to rice, but it's more similar to something like barley or farro, which is kind of like the Italian version of freekeh, really. So I love it, and it's really great for fiber, and it's kind of taken over the quinoa fad. I feel like the freekeh fad is coming through. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just gonna mix these 2 together. Now, again, I did originally grill the shrimp and the corn, but today I boiled the corn, and I'm just gonna directly take it off of the kernel, take the kernels off of the cob, and just directly put that right into the salad too. All right, so all my corn is getting added right in, and if they're still in clumps like this, it's okay. You know, I sort of like to see these little clumps in the salad. I think it looks really pretty and it gives it a little extra texture, which I enjoy. So for the Freekeh salad, obviously we have our cooked Freekeh, the shrimp and the corn, and what I also have here is a pint of mixed heirloom cherry tomatoes. You can use regular cherry tomatoes, but I really love the look of the different colors, like the yellow, the reds, the orange, and this kind of dark cherry tomato. I think it's really pretty. I have a bunch of parsley and cilantro, gives a lot of really great texture, and this dressing is kind of like chimichurri-esque, but with a Middle Eastern flair, because the dressing is going to consist of sumac, which is kind of like if the lemon was like purple, the dried lemon was purple, that is what sumac is. It's really got a lemony, zingy kind of bite. Pomegranate molasses and honey. Now for the pomegranate molasses, some are sweeter than others. Mine is sort of sweet. If you have a really tart one, you may want to add more honey. I don't know if I mentioned I have honey, but I have honey in here. If yours is tart, you're going to add more honey just to balance it all out. And I also want to add a little bit of lemon juice to this as well. Just that extra fresh flavor. Now that the lemon juice is in here, I want to just quickly whisk this all together. That way the honey can really combine, the pomegranate molasses. Everything is just one solid dressing. We're also going to add olive oil to this, of course. What kind of dressing would not have olive oil, especially in a Middle Eastern salad like this? So mixing all of these ingredients first really helps me out so that I'm not swishing around a whole bunch of olive oil and possibly making a big mess, because I don't want to lose any of this. Now immediately when you open this, and this is how you know it's a good olive oil, you can smell olives. And it smells so fresh, so fresh. This is my favorite olive oil that I've ever used, truly. So I added about 4 to 5 tablespoons of this good quality extra virgin olive oil. This is also from Al Ard, and it is part of the giveaway as well. Head towards the end of the video and I will tell you more about that giveaway. But for now, let's continue this dressing. So I'm just gonna mix this all up, set that aside until we are done with everything else. So I want to quarter these tomatoes. So most of these are gonna get quartered. The big ones like this, I'll probably cut them a little bit more than that, but just so that it's like a good bite size. Right, tomatoes are going in. Now the last thing we need to chop is all of our herbs. I want to chop these up really, really fine. You could totally use a food processor for this. I feel comfortable doing it by hand. Just be very careful when you're doing it. I don't want to have big pieces of the herbs in each bite. I want it to be almost smooth, like little flecks, little green flecks. And this large amount will condense quite a bit. Great, this looks good. You see how much that condensed down? This is perfect, and it's very, very finely chopped, just what I want. So I'm gonna put that back into this big bowl. And this is where it starts to become kind of chimichurri-ish. So I'm gonna add this vinaigrette mixture right back in here. The mixture is in with the herbs, and give this a quick mix. And of course I want to add some salt and pepper. And again, for the dressing, taste it as you go. If you feel like it needs to be more tart, add more lemon juice or more pomegranate molasses. If it needs more sweetness, add more honey or even regular sugar or agave nectar. But this is perfect. And you see how it kind of has that chimichurri vibe? I love it. It's so good. And this is actually really good on roasted cauliflower with tahini dressing. Fire. So I'm just gonna add this directly in here. and carefully give it a good mix. You know, the cameraman only took a few steps up because he's kind of salivating back there. You see how those little flecks of green really make a huge difference. When the shrimp has the char from the grill and the corn does too, it adds an extra element that I love. But this is a really quick way to make this inside the house. And it comes together a little bit faster. You don't have to clean up your grill. Either way, it is fabulous. And I am gonna use this bowl, even though I have the dressing in it, a little extra flavor. Can't say no. And I'm gonna take a bite because this is calling my name. And then I'll tell you about the giveaway. So good. The Freekeh is nutty and smoky and has a tender bite. And the kernels kind of pop in your mouth and add that extra element of sweetness. And the plump shrimp is just phenomenal with that garlic flavor. Beautiful. Now, the giveaway is something that is going to make this really easy for you to make at home. If you don't have access to Freekeh, you can always buy it online. But Al-Ard and I are going to be giving away a package of Freekeh and some really good quality olive oil. So that way, you know what to use for a dish like this. And there's so many other ways to implement this. This is really good in soups. And actually, fun fact, when we first moved into this house, this was the first dish that my mom made for me, was Freekeh soup with chicken. So it has that, extra place in my heart for me as well. But check out my Instagram. It'll be, the giveaway directions will be on the most recent picture, which it's going to be actually a picture of this dish. So make sure to enter. You need to follow me and Al-Ard on Instagram. So check that out. I really hope you guys enjoyed this colorful, festive, just beautiful dish as much as I do, because I'm so proud of it, and I'm so proud that it got to bless the cover of Edible magazine. So thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and the full ingredients and directions will be in the blog like always. See you guys next time. Thank you for watching.